Getting back into plumbing after you've had a break is a real struggle. I'm going to tell you about it because I've been through it. And you're going to ask, why did you have a break and stuff like that? So I'll answer that question first. That's probably quite important. I had a break because I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired of being tired. And I've had enough of seeing pipes. And I've had enough of answering questions. I've had enough just in general, innit? So I just need a break. It's understandable. I should have really took a holiday, but having a break allowed me to just have a mental reset. Do you get it? Like I just need to just chill off and just be like, okay, let's stop thinking about work. Let's stop thinking about these things and let's start enjoying life, innit? And that's it in a nutshell, basically. But before I go on, I've noticed something else as well with this account and the videos which I've been posting. Some of you lot are not subscribed. So now is my moment to ask you to subscribe to the channel because it helps out my channel and it helps other people see it. And if I don't ask, you're not going to do it. So one more time, could you subscribe? That's it. Thanks. Right. So having a break is necessary for anyone because anyone can face this burnout situation. We all want to get money. We all want to get bread. We all want to have nice things and stuff like that. Yeah, that's cool. You got to make money to do that. And sometimes, as a plumber, you go to the extent of like 6 days a week of everyday jobs. Do you know what I mean? You're traveling so much, and the time what you're spending at work, you know you could be spending it doing other things, innit? But you understand that this is building you, or it's creating more revenue for you. You're making more money. It's happy days. You're not worried about bills and all that. But you still need your peace of mind. You need a little break. Even I thought I didn't need a break. Even when people was around me saying to me, guess what? You need a break. Because they've had a break and they've come back and I'm still working, and they've had another break and I've still been going on. But that was a time when I realised to myself, if I locked in, yeah, I can get the things what I need to get. And as long as I get them things out of the way, I'm a happy person because now I can build with what I've got. So now I don't have to keep going back to that. That was my plan. But plans don't always work out. Sometimes you end up burning out before you even get to that point, innit? That's the honest truth. But I was lucky I didn't burn out before I got to that point. But I realised that I do need a break, and you are going to need to sit down a bit because your body it's just, you know, like work can be tiring on your brain, yeah? And also your body. And obviously the mental stress of like going into the same workplace time and time after again, yeah? It starts to wear on you, man. You start to feel a hatred towards this place. You start to say, why the fuck am I here? Well, you know why you're here, innit? So let's not point the finger at anybody because you chose to be here. So did I. But the point is that I just look for a way out is the point. And work isn't the answer to a long form problem, which might be money and all that. Work's a solution to it till it gets to a certain point. And then I'll probably find something else what is probably easier for me to do, but better, it pays a bit more. You get what I'm thinking about now. Right. So I said to myself, I'm going to have a little break and then I'm going to get back to work. So I had this break. It wasn't a hiatus because I decided to try and make more content and actually spend my time doing that, building that, and then I start looking for somewhere while building that again instead of stop doing this, focus on work. You know, like I thought to myself, this is the time when you need to learn how to manage a lot more things going on at the same time and juggle them, make sure they both come up at the same time. That was my plan. So my plan is going to plan now, which I'm very thankful for because getting back into it and looking for places, and I can find a job, but sometimes it's just not what I want to do. So I know I'm not going to be passionate about being there, or I'm not going to be that bothered about being on time. Do you get it? It just creates a bad circle, if you get what I mean, because I'm not bothered about getting there. The pay's not all that. Don't really like the people. Can't really be bothered. It's just simple. It just keeps them going around. You get it? So for me, it's not like I've got enough money to just move away from it. I've been able to just do something, but it's not what I would normally do. Again, I'm not really ashamed of it or nothing. I just think that it is a bit of a waste of time, but it made me some good content because I was allowed to be around some people and listen to some foolishness in it. So therefore, I was able to make some really good content out of it and get a little bit an experience out of it. But it brings me to my point of looking for work. Like, a lot of us look for work in different places, isn't it? I'm a person who likes to be headhunted and a person who has been approached by companies for my particular skill set, if you get what I mean. So everybody holds different qualifications. I hold relatively the correct ones, what you should have for my role, which I normally go for, which is either a lead engineer or a site supervisor. So either I hold those qualifications which I need for that. And I make sure that I am at probably established places so people understand that, do you know what, if you've been to this place and you've operated here and you've worked well, you would probably work well in this environment as well. So I kind of try to match my CV off of that and not try and go for, like, you know, I say it now, lower level places which are not going to give me the amount of money which I want. And it's not the environment which I want. So I try to stick away from those because you just end up being like a revolving door. And who wants to add more people onto your CV when you don't need to? Scrub them people out, man. It can be a lie a little bit. I didn't say that, but someone said that. Not me. Right. So I'm looking around. I'm having a few interviews. And it sometimes is a stretch for me to go to interviews because I've got to get a haircut, get myself ready, do this, do that, present myself But it helped me stay on my toes with the interviews. That most definitely did. I had a few on Zoom and stuff like that, but I'm not always looking for a full-time job. That's the thing about me, is that where I'm not looking for a full-time job, people can't hit me with this package of this and that, and because I don't care, you know. I really don't care at this point. I go for things which suit myself, so contract work where I'm getting paid a lot more money than someone who is on the books, because I don't really see a lot of workplaces being the end where you stop and where you begin. Like, I don't see it being that for me. So I don't mind keeping it pushing after 2-3 years or a year or so somewhere. Sometimes you can claim the money and keep it moving, find somewhere else, keep it moving and get some more money. You get to the bag really quickly. That's only been my plan when it comes to work. It's not anything else. You know, it's hard to grow on the merit of you being a good worker because the workplace is a funny place, isn't it? You know, you just want to get in and make your money and get out. And that's how I view it now. I don't view it as anything further than that because I'm learning how to grow my own business outside work while still using the money which I get from work to reinvest within myself, whether it's my content creating, whether it's getting laptops, desks, all of that type of stuff. I'm using it full circle and putting it back in myself. So that's becoming something which is well balanced at the moment because I have every kind of tool which I need to be operating on the level which I'm operating on, which is cool, which I'm happy with as well. But the struggle has been more finding the right fit of job for me. You know, people tell you that they've got a job and, you know, I deal with some agency people, innit? Some of them just chat a whole heap of shit. And you got to just know which ones are the ones to talk to and which ones are not. Some people I've been working with in the past, I specifically choose to work with them in the future because we had a good relationship, you know. Some others, they've offered me money and I said, is that what it's advertised at? Or is that what you're telling me that it's at? Because that ain't enough for me. And normally my negotiations, they either go to my hand or they don't go because I don't really want to do something what someone wants to set out and doesn't see my potential or see the levels of skills what I bring to the contract or whatever like that. So, you know, like, you got to play bargain with people, innit? Like, I'm not a fool in the sense where I start demanding stuff straight away. That's not how it works. How it works is sometimes you let people see how good you are at what you do, your attendance, your jobs, and you saying to yourself that, you know what, I think I deserve this, so why don't I ask? And when you ask, you might get, but if you don't ask, you don't get. That's just the rule of how it goes. But taking your time seriously when you're looking for a serious workplace or a place which is going to fit you to your skill set and also to what you want financially to come in your pocket. It takes time, innit? I wouldn't say try and rush through it, because when the maths up at the end of the day, it needs to be adding up right to you. And a lot of people, I think, they're quick to take it, but don't understand how much it adds up to at the end of the month, which is not enough for you. Anytime it's not enough, you got to start looking. And when you have to look with a fine tooth comb. I think there are some good contracts out there, but, you know, like, they're given to people who people know and stuff like that. I'll just keep it real with you, man. Most people who get those types of jobs and stuff like that, someone you know, innit? So I landed a really good contract most recently, and it's just because of someone I know. It's not because of anybody. I don't know any of the people that they know, but he knows that I'm good at what I do, so let me get this person in, which I'm thankful for, because I've made good money with him, so I know I'm going to make good money at this one now. So it's been a difficult stretch to get back into it. It's took me a good 4 to 5 months to get back properly. But we're on the way back, man. Upwards and onwards. Subscribe and like, because this was like what it's like for me to get back into work. If you're facing the same problems, like just finding it hard, believe me, go online and go and find like 10 or 15 agents and just get at them. Send them messages, let them know what you want. And these people are here to accommodate for you. Don't get me wrong, you're going to get 7 pricks, 7 idiots, yeah? But it is what it is, innit, at the end of the day, innit? You got to work past these things and work with the ones who seem to have your best interest at heart, not just their own. Like, trying to match you up on a multi-skilled thing and knowingly that you don't do that and that's not your thing, and you would struggle with that. Again, don't let them catch you out like that, do you know what I mean? Make sure you have all your certificates, make sure everything is in date, you're ready to work, and you've just got a good attitude, man. Have a good attitude towards it and be open, because with a good call and someone to get you into a right workplace, yeah, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, your bank balance can change. Let's just keep it on that vibe, yeah? Your bank balance can change. Understand what I'm talking about. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. See you on the other side.